Alright guys, welcome back to Half Fast 719er. Anyway, we got the car in the air, so this is going to be kind of an alignment video. Hopefully not going to go too far in depth with it. But anyway, I'm using Off-Road Anonymous toe alignment tool plates. So yeah, that's who we got them off of, from Amazon. I think it's, I don't know, Off-Road Anonymous, ORA, I believe. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna learn as I go too. I watched some videos. I watched their video, which is why I bought their product, because their product is more of a universal lug pattern, and I can do alignments on like the kids' truck, my truck, and then the kids' big ugly first gen out there, a big old truck, because I do need to do alignment. So anyway, first thing I did, well, obviously jacked it up, took the wheels and tires off, and I have 3 different tape measures. I measured them both front to back, and I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, I basically took a angle finder and got this bracket to 0 degrees, which I don't think you'll have to do. I just wanted to see if it makes a difference. So we got 0 degrees here too once it stops bouncing around. So in the air, that's what I was talking about with toe. I thought it was going to be toe in, more toe in. I don't know, we'll find out. But anyway, in the back here, I took both tape measures. I took this tape measure. I got 55 and, I don't know, 7/16. I'm going to this side of the plate, so not the inside. So 55 7/16. I took that tape measure, I put it up here, and I got 54 1/4. And then I took this tape measure, went back there, I got 55 and 7/16. So tape measures are identical, so as tape measures should be. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what we got. I'll write these numbers down and lower the car. We'll be back. All right, guys, I wrote it down. In the air, 55 7/16 in the back, 54 1/4, which gives us 1 3/16 toe. So interesting to find out that was fully extended. I don't know, I guess they call it full droop. So now I got it on the ground, rolled the car back and forth a little bit, probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches each way. Bounced on the front. The jack is not holding the car. It's just on these little cart things that can freely roll. As you can see, I mean, to an extent. So anyway, still sitting at 0 degrees all the way around. Caster, 0 degree basically. Tape measures, same spot. Just on the lip of that edge. All right, so here's our measurement. 56 3/4 and 58. 56 3/4, 58. So that is 1 1/4 inches. So 56, so 1/4 inch to 57, then to 58 is another inch, so 1 1/4 inches. So I'm 1 1/4 inches towed in. So that's not too bad, considering it's 1 3/16 in the air. So anyway, yeah, write those numbers down here, and then I'm gonna adjust it. I'm gonna put it a 1/4 inch toe. So, but I gotta do square. I gotta square the car off first. So steering wheel straight. So I basically gotta come from that rear wheel, and I'm gonna bring a string, and I'm gonna bring a string out like this until it touches both sidewalls of the tire. Once it touches the sidewall of the tire in the center of the hub, so center of the hub, so string line there, center of the hub. Once it touches there, boom. Yeah, anyway, once I touch that, that'll be my square. That means that wheel is straight, so it should be parallel with this. And then I can run that string. I'll probably just string it on the jack or something, and then I'll measure it out. I'll make sure it's square with this. So if the string is, 3 inches away from this plate, and it's 3 1/4 inches from there, then I'll bring this wheel out an 1/8 inch, if that makes sense. So I want a 1/4 inch toe, so 1/8 inch in over there, 1/8 inch in over here, and then that's what I'll do over there. So there is easier ways to do it, multiple ways, 15 ways to skin a fish. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. So I'll get a piece of string, run it there real quick, do some measurements. This wheel is probably more straight than that wheel, obviously, considering it looks straighter with the steering wheel straight. So, and then I'll keep checking everything, and yeah, go from there. And then basically the alignment will probably be done. I'll just keep writing numbers down, and I'll let you guys know how far off square it is, because if your front wheels are straight but they're not square, your car is going to drive like this, if that makes sense. So I want my car to drive straight. I don't want to do the crab. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be back once it's all done. Let you guys know how much I had to move, how much I didn't move, and yeah, go from there. So I'll be back. Okay, so I don't have it perfectly aligned yet, but got the steering wheel pretty much straight for those who drive with their steering wheel and not their eyeballs. Okay, so I just used a piece of paracord. I have it tied off to here. I have it wrapped around. Goes through just about the center of the hub, which is right there. And then I tried going as low as I can to the center of the hub, but I think we're good. So took the straight line, kind of eyeballing it. So I did turn the steering wheel a little bit. These tape measures want to fight back and forth. Anyway, so yeah, so I have from string line to there, it is 4.5 inches. And then from string line to here, this tape measure is a little too far forward, but it is 4 5/8 inch. So that means it's towed in an 1/8 inch on this side. So I got these jam nuts all tight. Pain in the butt. It's almost like this steering wheel just moves by itself. But anyway, so I got that all straight. So that means this side's square. So that means all I have to do, since I got one square, is all I have to do is the adjustment on this side. And you can see, let me bring the tape measures. the measuring tapes, however you want to call them. Make sure we're on the lip there. And then this one, I don't think we're on the lip. Yeah, no. So we'll put us on the lip there, and we'll check what we were really out. So let me lock it down. We're still at like 57 and I don't know. We'll just call it 58. It's like 57 and I don't know, 15, 16, something like that. So we're still an inch. So we're still an inch and something off. So anyway, so now I can take this and we have to shorten it. So keep putting tension on this one over here. So you can see I've already gone in a 1/4 inch. And this one, I think this one will be good. So we're at 57. So just constantly checking that one. So right there, we're at 57.5 back here. And 57.25. So I think we're gonna lock this one down because that's what I want. I want a 1/4 inch toe. So I'm just gonna check the steering wheel. And the steering wheel's still straight. So we're 1/4 inch toe. So that means we were 1/8 inch towed in from the string line here. And that should be an 1/8 inch towed in here. So I think what I'll do is I'll take the string line, put it on this side, run it across, and check those measurements too. And go from there. But I think it's going to be way better. The car's going to drive like it should. Yeah, 57.25 and 57.5. So I think we're good. So let me just move the string line, and then if it's good, I'm gonna lock the jam nuts down and end this video. So I'll be back. All right, guys, got the string line over here. Got it pretty much center of the hub. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. We'll move it right here. Center hub. Not quite touching because I just moved it. Okay, so I think we're touching now. Yeah, we're touching sidewall. So sidewall to sidewall, bulge to bulge, whatever you want to call it. And we are, yeah, we're an 1/8 inch difference. So we have 4 1/8 here, and we have 4 inch. So steering wheel straight steering wheel. That's done. That's done. I can lock that down, and yeah, this one's good. So I'm just gonna retract these tape measures. Check on this side. So I was gonna use tape measure I keep in my car for the railroad, but it's got a magnet, so I kind of think it's off a little bit. So let's see. Let me make sure that these are on here. So yeah, that one is not on there. It's on the rivet. So that one's on there. Make sure the tape measures are on there right, because I just saw a measurement I didn't like. So we got 57 1/4, and now somehow we got 57 1/2. Great. That's not good. So 57 1/2, 57 1/4. So you know what that means? It's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So I wanted a 1/4 inch toe in. So that means it's 1/8 inch here, toed in, 1/8 inch over there, toed in, which is a 1/4 inch total. So we got 57 1/2 minus a 1/4 inch is 57 1/4. Winner, winner. Probably won't eat dinner because this car costs too much. So, yeah, steering wheel's still straight. K1 England. Anyway, lock it down. I'm going to lock it down and throw the wheels on it, roll it back and forth. And, yeah, I guess that'll be my final little part of this video. I didn't think it would be this in-depth of a video, but I'm learning as I'm going too for alignments. So now I could take this and apply it to the kid's truck or apply it to my truck or whatever, because these brackets will fit more than one vehicle. It's like 4x100, 4x137, 4x156, and then you got all the 5s, 5.5, whatever. You got 6 lug and 8 lug, so it fits a lot of cars, which is why I went with them as opposed to another company that just has 4x137 and 4x156 that didn't want, because now I could let my buddy use these to do his alignment, because he changed his tie rods, or yeah, tie rods. He went with the Weller tie rods, so he can adjust it and fine tune it. I thought I was dead on. I thought I was maybe towed in like a 1/2 inch, and turns out I was towed in 1.5 inches. So, and the reason I went with these are a lot longer, because the farther out you get. So technically with those tires, I almost should spread it a little bit, because if you run 28-inch tires, your 28-inch tire to the edge will be, whatever, let's just say it's 57 1/4 towed in, or 57 inside, and by the time you get out to like a 35, it might be 56.5 inch, which I won't go 35s. Biggest I'll go is 30s, which is what those are. So anyway, I think I will be, once these tires are on, because these bars are so small, I think they're 29-inch length or 26-inch length, something like that. Yeah, I'll probably be towed in 3/16 to, or sorry, 3/8 of an inch. I'll be towed in total, which I think will be good. I might actually pull this one out just a smidgen, maybe 1/16 of an inch or something, pull it out. So I might be maybe an 1/8 inch. Anyway, so yeah, I'll be back once I get the tires and everything on and get it all locked down. I'll be back. All right, so tires are on, up in the air. It's not up in the air now, but up in the air measurements were 55 in the rear, 54 in the 3/4 in the front. That was up in the air, so the toe is 1/4 inch. So started with in the air, 55 7/16 rear of plate. Arrow is the front of the car. These rectangles are not Tetris, they are tires. Anyway, in the air, we had 55 7/16, 54 1/4, so 1 3/16 inches towed in is what it was at, is what I put it at, with the new front end, new front clip and everything. And then with it adjusted, with all the weight on it, was 57.5 in the rear, with it, you know, all the weight on it. and 57 1/4, so it's 1/4 inch toe inside. And then with it in the air, like I said, after adjustments, 55 inch rear, 54 3/4 front, so 1/4 inch towed in. Anyway, all right guys, so steering wheel straight, wheels, that looks pretty straight, gotta say. That wheel is pretty straight, way better. And then just rolling it back and forth, it's way easier to roll. Yeah, so that's it. It's all good. Torque the lug nuts down. Thing's ready to rock and roll, but not today. So anyway, guys, yeah, that's my alignment video with the Off-Road Anonymous. I'll put a link for those in the description. If you can, use 2 of the same tape measures. I just found this tape measure for some reason. I didn't just find it, but I don't know. Never mind. It's not the same size. This is a 16-foot tape measure, and I think this one's a 25-footer. Yeah, so that's a 25-foot. So in theory, you'd want to use the same identical tape measure. You can buy kits that have identical tape measures. I did check. I did have one on the rear and then one on the front. So I had this one on the front and then had this one, but the 25-footer on the rear. And then I switched them to check measurements. They were both identical measurements. So the reason I used this one in the front is because it's more flimsy. So when it falls off, or when it fell off, I'm in the front of the car. And the other one's a lot thicker and more rigid, so it wouldn't fall, if that makes sense. So, but they were both identical sizes. So in theory, you'd want to use 2 identical tape measures. But I don't have 2 identical tape measures. But that's why I checked, double checked it all. So anyway, all right guys, that's going to be it for my alignment video. All the jam nuts are tight, and yeah, everything's done the way they're done. I wish these companies would laser engrave on all flat spots, because like this one here, it's tilted back, the other one is up, so, and they just have it on one side, so it is what it is. But I'm okay, because I don't like to show companies' names anyway, so it is what it is. All right guys, we'll see you guys on the next video. Don't know, maybe oil change video, have no clue, but we'll see you on it. And that's all I got. See you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, do what you guys do. Keep being you. Later.